guided by the Federal Bureau of Investigations and Special Investigations.
Guided by
The Federal Bureau and Special Investigations.
the FBI.
FBI, yes, my lord.
And
Which year was this?
Guided by FBI.
and something more.
It was 2018.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
2018.
My lord, I've done training on online sexual exploitation.
What is evidence?
Can we just please
What
go?
evidence? Not what this man is talking.
My lord, having done all these trainings in 2021, I was fully now certified.
Fully satisfied.
Certified as a digital forensic examiner.
Uh-huh.
By Mile 2 cybersecurity certifications. Mile 2,
Speak your mind.
MILE 2 cybersecurity certifications.
Two is the finger of the one.
The figure, my lord, cybersecurity certifications.
Of where?
That is of USA, my lord.
So apart from the trainings, you possess other qualifications.
Yes, it. That is all. You know, what it says, he started after his training. One difference. Yeah, we really have one thing. All government. All government.
So for how long have you been a digital forensic examiner?
My lord, since 2015 to date, deployed
All of them.
since 2015 to date.
You know, he has asked you that.
Just please, just follow.
Answer what you want.
Yes, my
Don't
lord.
volunteer. The review, what is this?
Mr. Kamene, what are your roles as a digital forensic examiner?
My lord is to collect digital evidences, extract, analyze from networks and digital devices such as computers, mobile phones, security cameras, that is CCTV, my lord,
Your role is to extract, analyze,
after analysis to prepare a report detailing my findings and my opinion,
The report, the training.
the findings, and also giving an expert opinion. And providing expert witness testimony during court proceedings if someone.
how do you get to do this role?
My lord, it is by letters, request letters, and response 17A.
You're familiar with the case before court? Was any request made to your lab?
Yes, my lord, the case I was summoned in.
What form was the request made?
It was a request from,
What form? Yes.
it was by letter. And the police form 17A.
Mr. Kanene, are you able to identify? No, my lord, I asked in what form was the request made? But you can provide that information as to who was the requesting authority.
Yes, my lord, in this particular case, a request came from Ginger Road Police Station. It was signed by the investigating officer.
So, are you in position to identify the request letter
Yes, my lord.
in which? What I'm asking, you talked about request letter.
I wrote the request letter was not disclosed to us, so maybe for our colleague. The letter is talked about.
Yeah, they will show you the letter, maybe you have.
They did it, man.
Which is there.
You have the report. The request letter. I can just ask you if you have the.
We have the entire report, but not the letter.
So, you can start. It's not letter, there are two letters. Apart.
So I can identify the request letter.
How can you, how are you in position to identify the request letters?
My lord, the request letters were addressed to the Director of Forensic Services. And it's a letterhead of Ginger Road Police Station. It has got a receipt.
Letterhead of Ginger.
Ginger Road Police Station.
Yes.
It also bears a receiving stamp. The Directorate of Forensic Services. And it was assigned a lab number.
And how many letters did you receive in this?
Lord, let's get the date of that letter. The date.
We shall get there, council. Allow us to
You are not just want clarity so that we move together, my lord. The letter that the witness has, which
My
stamp
Lord,
the date.
I have a way of reading the witness. If my colleague can be patient, I will reach everywhere. So that I am not to be disrupted.
Because my lord, the colleague has shared the document, and we wanted to know whether we are reading from the same document. That is just a simple clarification. Which date is that?
But Mr. Jet, may I read this witness? How many letters? Because letters.
My lord, if I can recall, there are about 2 letters.
We talked about police form 17A. Are you in position to identify the police form 17, please?
Yes, my lord.
One.
They bear the case reference from Kija Road. There are several police forms 17A.
I can find the full
17A.
is
How are you in position to identify? So they bear
They bear the Ginger Road reference. They are also received at the Directorate of Forensic Services. And a number of exhibits were listed.
the exhibits. Okay, what else apart from the listed exhibits?
The lab number was assigned.
Right. I want you to look at the document. Specifically the one marked pink with a pink stick. The documents with a pink sticker. Are you in position to identify?
how many documents? Several.
Yes, my lord, I do.
Which are
I can identify the others. Which one is it?
I realize it's a pink sticker. Because they're in a band of documents, but we are
I
now
have
reading
a sticker. How let's continue from there.
How would you recognize them? Mr. Kennedy?
My lord, it bears a receiving stamp. This one is a request letter. There are 2. The number.
Let's begin with the one on top.
The one on top, my lord,
The first letter is it dated?
it is dated 2nd November 2023.
Is it? And then continue.
Second.
2nd November 2023.
That's the one I think
The one we don't have. That's the point. We don't have that.
what you show us is.
The one on top, which you say you don't have, the letter with the
Second, the date of 2nd
date. The
November.
date is there. Just look at the right hand corner where the dates are written on the letters.
Please, let's be careful. This is the people who are class don't lose their mind.
So you say it's dated when?
It is dated 2nd November 2023.
Does it bear a reference?
It bears a CID reference, which is CID 13
Man, which is,
Let's go.
CID
Let's move at the pen.
13,
my lord,
13.
CID 13 stroke VOL 16 stroke 137 stroke 2023.
Does it bear police reference? In case police reference number.
Yes, my lord. It is Vite Ginger Road Police Station.
Where a case, you see, police reference number. What is it? Why it was?
Vite Ginger Road Police Station. CRB 1070 stroke
What was?
1070 stroke 2023.
In short, if you may, what was this request for? What was it requesting you to do?
My lord, it was requesting to inspect, extract, analyze, and prepare a report.
Just close to this, as we write.
Inspect, what is it?
To inspect,
What is it?
extract, analyze, and prepare a report in relation to CCTV footage at the premises of the late Katanga Henry, at plot 50 Chua Road, Buya, Nakawa Division.
Road. Is the Chua.
Chua, CH,
Okay. Chua Road, where?
Muya, Nakawa Division. To facilitate the ongoing investigations.
Let's go to the next document, we think.
My lord, the next document is also a request letter.
First letter, is it dated?
It is dated 22nd November 2023.
Reference?
It is referenced CID 13 stroke VOL 1X stroke 142 stroke 2023.
Police reference, case reference?
Case reference, my road is Ginger Road. Ginger Road Police Station, CRB 1070
1070.
stroke 2023.
And Mr. Kamene, what was this particular request requiring you to do?
My lord, the request was to inspect, extract, analyze the recovered funds, and prepare a report to facilitate the investigations.
Thank you. And you talked about the police form 17 case
Yes, my lord.
on your bundle folders. I think they are marked green. Just look at the documents marked green and you tell what if you recognize them.
Yes, my lord, I do. These are police form 17A.
Let's begin with the first one. What is the first police form 17 dated?
My lord, it is dated 3rd of November 2023.
And when was it received?
My lord, it was received on the 3rd November 2023.
What lab number does it bear?
It was assigned a lab number.
What lab number is it?
DFS stroke CCU stroke 1, beg your pardon, my lord, stroke 511 stroke 2023.
Just repeat it for clarity.
DFS stroke CCU stroke 511 stroke 2023, my lord.
How about the police reference number?
The reference
Case number.
is Ginger Road Police Station, CRB 1070 stroke 2023.
What was this? What did the request contain?
My lord, the request contained 3 exhibits. Which were marked as A. Capital A.
What,
My lord.
what was exhibit A?
My lord, exhibit A was a Samsung folding smartphone.
Yes.
With a gray back cover. And the IMEI of this phone is 35496171361418.
Yes.
Recovered from Katanga Martha. In bracket, there is the deceased daughter.
What was the second exhibit?
My lord, the second exhibit was a white flash disc. A white flash. Dick Bridge. Ridge is DIGIRICH of 8 GB VCUT recovered on the side drawer of the bed the master bedroom at the crime scene.
Yes.
I note the third exhibit, it was marked as 13-1.
That is marked
13-1 and described as a gray Samsung phone smartphone recovered from the ladies in bracket Maurice handbag.
So before we move, I want to be sure that you don't quote how the second exhibit was marked.
Yes, pilot was marked as X.
So the first is A, the second is X, the third is
The third one is yes, my lord.
It's
Max X.
Thank you. Mr. Kamene, what was the request required?
My lord, the examination request required here was to examine the exhibit marked A and 13-1 whether it contained any relevant information, whether they contained any relevant information pertaining the alleged case of murder by shooting.
Yes.
A second examination required, my lord. Was to examine exhibit X whether it contains any information which has prompted commission of this offense. And the third examination required was to carry out any other relevant information support the case.
My Lord, I realize I had forgotten to give him opportunity to read. Maybe he could do that, then going forward, I would be happy to show my interviews.
Ali akweleza obujulizi amabala gayero amweta Kanene eno AIP myaka tugambira ina myaka 38 y'obukulu deni yatugamba nti aina certificate atugambirege aina diploma mu bya computer science na information technology ye yafunire mwaka gwa 2006. Then yatugamba guno mulimo gw'okutolereza nakozesa ebintu ba kamera abikaire mukuru mwaka gwa 2015. Then yatugamba mulimo gwaye buli tozo obujulizi mupapula bye bamuhairege akusaa kurora ebbaluwa ezo nti binawo enamba kuruga Jinja Road Police Station, then bina na lab number. Then yatugamba kusaa kurora ebipapula ebinawo akasitika ka pink. Then yatugamba ebbaluwa ey'okusaba dated ebiro 2011 mwaka gwa 2023. Then yatueleza na enamba ya CID ya Evege CID 13/VOL16/137/2023. Then yatugamba egyo baruwa ikaba nemusaba tolereza then amala handike report kuruga abyakwasiwe ekamera za CCTV mu maka ga omugezi Katanga mbuya. Then olupapula lwa kabiri nalwo lulirwa ebiro 2 mu 11 mwaka gwa 2023. Lukaba nemusaba atolereze amasimu agabeire gazoirwe then amale akole report. Then yatugamba akusa akwetegereza epapula binawo akasitika ka green. Then yatugamba okubanza eri ebiro 3 mu 11 mwaka gwa 2023. Yatugamba akagifuna ebiro ebyo byonyini elab number eri DFC/CCU/511/2023. Then case number yatugamba CRB/070/2023. Then yatugamba baruwa ebyo ekaba inamu ikizibite bisatu. Ekyokubanza bakaba bakimakingire nka A. Ene kaba simu ya Samsung kandi ekaba ine ekikava kyenyuma kya grey kandi yatugamba enamba ya IMEI ekaba 3-5-4-4-9-4-9-6 M 7 M 3-6 M 4 M 8 enu bakagisanga enu simu ikaba na Katanga Martha mu brackets muara umugenzi. Then ekizite kya kabiri bakaba kimakingire nka X ene kaba flash ya white ya 8 GB kandi enu bakagisanga mu side drawer ye kitabu ky'omugenzi mu master bedroom nali bayitire omugenzi. Then ekizibite kya kusatu bakakimakinga nka C mu brackets 13-1 yenu nayo ikaba Samsung grey phone enu bakabisanga n'abahara b'omugenzi. Hano bagambirike from the ladies, then in bracket batekamu Molly's handbag mukabaga k'omukono ka Molly. Then ebaluwa enu ikaba nemusaba atolereza ekizibiti A na 13-1 atolereze ebyo ekizibiti bwe birabya abaire binawo binawo information mu musango guno okwita Katanga ni bamurasa. Then exhibit X bakani venda tolereze kukira kyabe kinawo information information ero musango guno. Then achola tolereze bwarana asobola kuletawo information ende kusa kuyamba omusango guno.
Okay. So we proceed to the next PF 17A. Did you receive any additional PF 17A?
Yes, my lord.
When did you receive the next one?
It was received on the 6th November 2023. On the 6th of November 2023, my lord.
Is it dated?
It is dated 6th November 2023. And also,
does it bear the police number?
it bears,
Road code for?
yes, my lord, which is Ginger Road Police, CRB 1070/2023.
So what exhibits did you receive in this request?
My lord, a number of exhibits.
Begin with the first one.
The first one was marked A1.
What was it?
It was a worried button phone, black in color. with red line without SIM card.
Red line,
Yes, my lord, with red line, my lord, without a SIM card.
Without a SIM card.
What is the line? Red line.
Red line.
Red line description.
Yeah, description.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, so what was the next exhibit under the request?
My lord, the second exhibit was marked A2.
What was the exhibit? N2.
A2, my lord, was MTN button phone, black in color, with a white line, with MTN SIM card.
What was the next exhibit?
My lord, that one was marked A3. It was Samsung mobile phone, model GT dash 19 500, serial number RZ 1F 22 TE 3D My lord, the fourth exhibit was marked A4. And this was described as a worried phone.
Therefore was a worried phone.
Worried phone with a worried SIM card.
Yes.
With ZTE dash GS 21-3.
Repeat the number.
ZTE dash GS 21-3.
The next exhibit.
My lord, the next one was labeled as F5. This was described as mobile, beg your pardon, my lord. It was described as Samsung smartphone,
Samsung smartphone.
black in color, with silver line, with a silver line. My lord,
The next exhibit.
it was marked P.
What was exhibit marked P?
It was described as iPhone, golden and gray in color, with golden and gray in color with coffee brown phone cover.
There, what was the next exhibit?
My lord, the next exhibit was marked N, my lord. ITEL smartphone. Black in color with maroon cover.
Next.
My lord, the next was marked NE. NE, my lord, techno, black and greenish. In color. On the back with navy blue font cover.
What was the next exhibit?
My lord, the next one was marked G.
What was G?
My lord, it was a small Nokia button phone, black in color.
Next.
My lord, the next one was marked ND. It was described as iPhone white in color. White in color from the back. iPhone white in color from the back.
Yes.
With black, stroke gray, stroke blue, stroke white,
With black.
with black, stroke gray, stroke blue, stroke white, phone cover.
What was the next exhibit?
My lord, the next was marked OC. This was described as ITEL smartphone. Dark green in color. And the next one, my lord, was marked AM.
What was FM?
AM, my lord, was described as iPhone silver in color with bright screen guard.
What was the next?
The next one, my lord, was marked 8. That figure 8.
What was exhibit mark 8?
Black Nokia button phone. recovered from the side, recovered from the bedside drawers, the master bedroom of the deceased.
What was the next?
My Lord, the next exhibit was marked as 11. This was described as a gray iPad recovered from the drawer inside the master bedroom of the deceased. My Lord, those are the exhibits that were received on the 6th of November 2023.
What were you requested to do in respect of these exhibits?
My Lord, the examination required was to image and extract different communications made between image and extract different communications made between all the exhibits submitted.
Was there any other requests?
Yes, my Lord. The second one was to analyze and ascertain all the relevant communications social media platform, text messages, and phone calls relevant to this case. My Lord, the third one was to ascertain ascertain what type of communication existed between exhibit P and or C, between exhibits marked P and or C.
Yes. What are the requests?
The fourth one, my Lord, was to ascertain the kind of communication between exhibits marked 13-1, comma A, 13-1, comma A, that were first submitted on same lab number EFS stroke CCU stroke 511 stroke 2023.
Same lab number what?
DFS stroke CCU stroke 511 stroke 2023 submitted, and B, and P, and exhibit marked P.
Was there any other request?
Yes, my lord.
What was it?
Was to ascertain whether there was any communication, whether on social media, to outside phone, to outside phone. And my lord, the last request here required was to perform any other necessary examination on all the exhibits.
Atugambire nti baruwa ya polisi 17A akagifuna ebiro 6 mu 11 mwaka 2023. Naye yatugamba baruwa egyo ekayiziramu ekizibiti bingi. Then yatugamba ekizibiti okubanza bakaba gimakinga as A1, ene kakaba kasimu akawarida akamapesa kandi kakaba ka black kaina elaini ya red kandi aka kasimu kakaba kataina elaini. Then yakabiri exhibit yakabiri kaba A2 ekaba kakaba kasimu akatito ka MTN ka black kandi kaina kalaini ka white kandi akasimu kakaba kaina elaini ya MTN. Exhibit ya kusatu bakaba gimakinga A3 ene kaba simu ya Samsung Mod RZ-IF22TE33B. Exhibit ya kane kaba A4 kaba simu ya Warit kandi eina ne line ya Warit. Exhibit ya katane kaba A5 ikaba smartphone ya Samsung eri mu color ya black ne line ya silver. Then exhibit ende bakaba gimakinga P ene kaba iPhone eri mu ikaba golden iPhone green color kandi ina color ya brown ni sana mwani niye kava yayo. Exhibit ende bakaba gimakinga N ikawa simu ya Itel, simu ya smartphone ya Itel ya black mukala kandi kikaba kya maroon. Exhibit ende kaba bagimakinga NE ene kaba simu ya Tecno ya black kandi ina kakala ka green na blue. Icho ndio kyabaire kikaba kyayo. Then kizibitende bakaba gimakinga G kandi kakaba kasimu katito ka Nokia kama pesa kandi kakaba ka black mukala. Exhibitende bakaba gimakinga ND ene kaba iPhone ekaba ina kala ya white. Exhibit eri bakaba gimakingire nka OC. Then ekaba smartphone ya Itel kandi ekaba mu kala ya dark green. Exhibit eri bakaba gimakingire nka AM. Then ekaba iPhone kandi ekaba ina screen yayo ekaba eyatikiye. Exhibit eri bakaba gimakingire nka 8. Ekaba simu ya Nokia black ya mapesa. Then bakagisanga mu side drawer mu kisiika ky'omugenzi. Then exhibit eri bakaba gimakingire nka 11. Then ekaba iPad ekaba mu kala ya grey kandi nayo bakagisanga mu drawer mu kisiika ky'omugenzi. Then ebaruwa ekaba nemwetagisa arole ebizibiti ebyo byona. Then wakumala aye mu engeri babazaga akizibiti ebyo bikwawukana. Then wakumala akole report. Then ekyakabiri bakani bamwetaaga afune communication zone zabairo a social media. Then amale aye message na masimu agabairo kandi agali omusango guno. Then akyole afune embazo ezabairo agati y'ekizibiti ekimakingire P na OC. Then akyola afune embazo ezabairo agati y'ekizibiti ekimakingire 13-1 na A. Byabairo bihairo yo einyuma. Then achole afune.
The next corresponding 17A was received on the 9th of November 2023, and it is dated 8th of November 2023.
Bear the same reference number and that number?
Yes, my lord. Ginger Road, CRB 1070/2023. These were also submitted as additional exhibits in already assigned lab number DFS stroke CCU stroke DFS stroke CCU stroke 511 stroke 2023.
So what were these exhibits?
My lord, first exhibit was marked DV. And the description of this exhibit, my lord,
Yes.
was black and gray, UNV network video recorder, marked, beg your pardon, my lord, it is black and gray UNV network video recorder, NVR 302-16S2, serial number 210-235 XAVC 321-6000, my lord. 00267. Recovered on top of a sideboard in a room between prayer room and another bedroom north of the master bedroom. In brackets, scene of crime.
North of the master bedroom.
North of the master bedroom.
In bracket.
Scene of crime. My lord,
What is the next?
the next is marked DV-1.
This is scene of crime or scene of crime?
Which is described as a black digital.
Just a minute. Did you say scene or seat of crime?
It's seat of crime. That's how it is written.
Seat.
Seat, yes. SEAT.
Okay. The next is DV-1.
DV-1.
What is it?
It's a black digital video recorder charger. With wordings, channel, well, technology, channel, well, technology, serial number, not seen, recovered together with the exhibit.
Number not seen.
Serial number not seen, my lord. Recovered together with exhibit DV, which is the first.
What were you requested to do in respect of this submission?
My lord, on this particular police form 70A, is required to retrieve and analyze the digital information, retrieve and analyze the digital information in exhibit labeled DV between 1st of November 2023 from 0500 hours and the 2nd of November 2023 to 1100 hours. 1100 hours, my lord. The second one, request was to carry out any other analysis which is relevant to this case, my lord.
Baruwa yagarukiro akagifuna ebiro 9 kwe 11 omwaka gwe 2023 kyonka baruwa ebyo bakagihandika ebiro 11 mwaka gwe 2023 n'ebiro 2 mu gwe 11 mwaka gwe 2023. Then atyola toleleze ebintu bindi ebyomugaso n'omusango.
What other PF17 did you receive?
My lord, there was another additional exhibits on the police form 17 here, received on the 1st December 2023.
Dated when?
The police form is dated 1st December 2023.
What requests were these?
My lord, these were exhibits. The first one was marked as A. Marked as A.
What was?
Marked A.
N.
A, my lord.
A.
A. Call data of telephone number 0776 91 44 44. The second,
Just repeat the telephone number.
telephone number 0776 91 44 44. The next one, my lord, was marked B.
Next one, marked B.
B.
What was it?
Call data of telephone number 0783 37
07
83 37 16 37, my lord.
Just repeat it for clarity.
0783 37 16 37.
Next.
The next one, my lord, was marked C. Was a call data of telephone number 0788 14 84 15. D, my lord, call data of telephone number 0762 45 08 97. My Lord, the next one was marked A. His call data of telephone number 0704 134813. And the F, my Lord.
Next is F.
Call data or telephone number 0778 84 of telephone number 0778 84 6713.
What was the next?
The last exhibit was received, my Lord.
Oh, let's first give him another one. Let's let him first interpret that.
exhibit na kibanza kwe 12 mwaka kwe 2023 egelete kabamu exhibit yokubanza bakaba gimakingirika exhibit eno ikawa nebaza anamba z'essimu anamba 07969 14 then kizibiti kya kabiri bakaba kimakingirika B. Then hano nibende namba za polisi ngo niwakose namba 09 893 37 16 37. Then exhibit C nibitaga tuoleleze anamba 09 88 14 88 15. Then exhibit D nibenda tuoze namba 09 62 85 08 87. Then exhibit E nibenda tuoze namba 09 04 13 88 17. Then F namba 09 88 86
What was the other exhibit? What was the other request on 17th that we received?
My Lord, the examination required on this exhibit.
Oh, yes. My Lord, let's first exhaust the required examination for on the 17th day of the 1st of December. Please proceed.
My Lord, the examination required was to extract and analyze the submitted
December.
extract and analyze the submitted certified call data reports submitted certified call data records and establish the following. One was to determine the general communication of the submitted numbers between the dates of 30th October and 2nd November 2023. And 2nd November 2023. 30th October 2023 and 2nd November 2023. Then I want to determine the general communications between the submitted exhibits numbers with telephone numbers, zero seven 0776 94 23 21 and 0701 94 21 23 of the deceased.
Atugambire nti bakabali bamwe nibeetaaga afune embazi zabayiro anamba ezo ezaaba ezimuhaire hagati y'ebiro 30 mu kwekumi n'ebiro 2 mu kwekumi na kumu mwaka 2023. Dene kya kabiri atyola afune embazi zabayiro anamba ezabaire zimuhairwe ni namba z'esimu 079 69 42 321 na 090 94 21 23 izomugezi.
Okay, so let's go to the next request.
My Lord, the last police form 17A was received on the 23rd of April 2024. It is dated 23rd of April 2024. This was an additional exhibit to the earlier assigned lab number.
What was it?
The lab number, my Lord, is DFS stroke CCU stroke 511 stroke 2023.
What exhibit was submitted on this request?
The exhibit here, my Lord, was marked as G. And this was call data of telephone number 0701 94 0701 94 21 23.
Pick the number or write it again.
0701 942123.
What was the request?
My Lord, the request here was referred to exhibits submitted as on referred to exhibits.
Refer to.
Yes, my Lord.
To what?
Exhibits submitted on 1st of December 2023.
Baruwa yasembereyo agambira kagifuna ebya 23 okwakana paka ku 2024 ekaba inamu exhibit kyaba ekimarking nka G kikaba kiina enamba ya 07 29 then ekaba nebazaali akizibiti ebyabayo ebihayiweeyo kibanza kwe 12 mwaka 2023.
Mr. Kanene, please. My Lord, in other words, the request is as on the previous request. As per the request for 1st December 2023. In other words, the exact request.
First December 2023.
I think my lady just said the facts. What does it say?
We want you to clarify. What was the request that you were required to do on the last episode?
Was to extract.
No, I mean on the last episode. Yes, as it is.
Refer to exhibits submitted on 1st December 2023 on lab number DFS/CCU/511/23.
Okay, so Mr. Kanene, please tell court how exhibits, how requests of this nature are received at your lab.
My Lord, requests are received through the investigating officer. Yes. The investigating officer.
How are they received?
And they are received by the police form 17A and letters accompanied by the physical exhibits, if any. At the gateway, which is the reception at forensics,
Yes.
the documents and the physical exhibits are checked, verified,
Physical exhibits object. Verified. Yes.
And after confirming that the physical exhibit submitted tallies with the conditions as listed on the police form 17A, then they are registered
Yes.
and assigned the lab number.
Thereafter.
My Lord, thereafter, the chain of custody log is opened, which tracks the movements, the case file together with the exhibits, from the submitting officer to the person at the gateway who received who received and assigned the lab number.
After that is done.
My Lords, after they have been accepted at the gateway,
When you say
they are then
after they have been accepted,
Accepted.
what are you referring to?
after meeting the required,
After what has been accepted? Yes.
the exhibits and the documents.
So after the documents and the exhibits are accepted at the gateway, please proceed.
They are then moved to a specific lab where the examination is required.
In this case, what lab?
This particular one, they were submitted to the cybercrime department. That deals with digital evidence.
They were submitted to where?
To the cybercrime department that deals with digital evidence.
Yes.
And there they were received
Upon receipt of these exhibits by the relevant lab,
were received by the evidence control technician.
Oh, they were.
you can complete that.
They were received by the evidence control technician at cybercrime department.
Evidence, you said, technician,
Technician
as the way.
at cybercrime department.
Thereafter, what follows?
My Lord, after they were received, it was brought to the attention of the head of cyber crime department to assign the action officer,
The attention of who?
the head cyber crime department, to assign the action officer.
In this case, who was the action officer?
My lord, the action officer was examiner #10, who is me.
Examiner
#10.
#10.
Yes, my lord.
Apart from the examiner, is any other person assigned to perform any duty in respect of the examination?
Yes, my lord. That is the reviewer.
Say the word.
Apart from the examiner, is any other person assigned to perform any role?
That is one, the reviewer. And in this particular case, the reviewer was #9.
That's what.
Examiner #9.
Examiner?
Examiner #9.
You say examiner is #10.
This one is that.
Yes,
Then reviewer.
#10. It was reviewed by #9. Examiner #9.
Or reviewed by examiner #9.
So it's against the order.
Three.
What do you mean? You have made it clear. What the oral statement.
The role of
You see, the question was apart from the examiner. Is there another person that was?
Another person was assigned, and that was reviewer
#10.
number 9.
#9.
I was
Yes.
assigned the role. It's okay, true.
Reviewer.
Review.
Yes.
Reviewer.
Who was assigned the review?
To review the process, and after finishing the report, also goes through
In the performance of your, in the process of examining and reviewing, is there any other person?
Yes, my lord. That is the evidence control technician. Who is in charge of the stores?
Evidence control.
Technician. Who is in charge of the stores for safety of both the exhibits and the case file.
Stores.
Yes, fine.
Stores. It's charge of the stores.
Safety of the
In charge of stores for the safety of both the exhibits and the case file. Great.
And the case file.
And the case file.
Right.
So, Mr. Kanene, now that we've known that you're the examiner, you play the role of examiner, please tell court how you proceeded upon allocation of this assignment.
My lord, I physically checked the exhibits and verified if all the necessary documents were submitted.
Yes, apart from the physical verification, Do you do any other thing?
Yes, my lord. I carried out the necessary examination.
Before carrying out the necessary examination, do you do any other thing? For proceeding, for example.
My lord, the documents, I made sure that all the documents were complete. That is the request letters. Which invites us to
First letters, yes.
the police form 17A
Yes.
and the court orders.
What orders for?
The court orders instructing me to carry out the necessary examination.
Are you in position to identify the court orders that were available to you for this examination?
Yes, my lord.
How?
They bear the receiving stamp, and of forensics, the Directorate of Forensics,
Please proceed to
and the lab number.
and the lab number. In the document before you,
The lab number.
and the lab number.
Directorate of
Forensic.
Forensics services, my lord.
Mr. Kanea, please proceed to document with thick blue. No. Lambda.
Yes, my lord.
You recognize those documents.
Yes, my lord, I do.
What are they?
These are there are two request court orders, my lord.
Court orders.
Court orders.
Let's begin with the first one. Where is the first one dated?
My lord, the first one is dated 10th of November 2023.
Does it bear your receipt stamp and lab number that you have called for?
Yes, my lord. The receipt stamp. The Directorate Forensic Services received it at the gateway.
When was it received by your lab?
Was received on the 14th of November 2023. 14th November 2023.
This particular court order, what did it require you to do?
My lord, it was authorizing me to inspect extract, analyze, and prepare a report in relation to CCTV footages held at the premises of the late Katanga. In relation to CCTV footages held at the premises of the late Katanga Henry on plot 50 Chua Road, Guyana Power Division.
Of the late
Katanga Henry
Yes,
on plot 50 Chua 2 Road, Guyana Power.
about the second order, you recognize it?
Yes, my lord, I do.
Dated
It is dated 22nd of November 2023.
uh, 22nd November 2023.
2023.
Does it bear the receipt stamp and lab number of that case?
Yes, my lord.
What did it authorize you to do? In brief, in a nutshell.
My lord, it authorized me to inspect and extract, analyze, and prepare a report in relation to the exhibits, mobile phones.
May I have a document just briefly? Great. So you say when the case was allocated to you, you verified the exhibits physically, then you ascertained the presence of court orders that you have listed to court. And after that, how did you proceed? What did you do?
My lord, after confirmation of all the required permits being fulfilled, carried out necessary examination and authored a report of my findings.
Examination. And did what? Repeat that.
Carried out necessary examinations and authored a report as per my findings, and then the opinion, expertise opinion was given.
But I mean, are you in a position to identify the reports that you authored?
Yes, my lord.
How? Will you can identify it?
My lord, every page of the report, I can also recognize the reviewer's signature, who is #9. And the chain of custody log also signed it, taking over the exhibit, yes, and the report.
Let us speak to the report. You
It
said
contains
you-
seal on every page.
Pardon?
It bears a seal
Which seal?
of the Department of Cybercrime.
Great.
And was forwarded. It has 2 forwarding letters from the head of Cybercrime Department, forwarding to the Director of Forensic Services, and also the Director forwarded to
The director of what?
Forensic Services, and the Director forwarded back to the requesting entity.
Again, look at the document itself. Is the report, if you recognize the report?
Yes, my lord, I do.
The report dated?
What is that?
You recognize it as what? Recognize the document as what?
This is a digital forensic examination report,
Is that the report?
Digital
forensic examination report.
forensic examination report. Is it the report that you authored?
Yes, my lord. I signed on every page.
You will see that.
I can recognize that.
Is it dated?
It is dated 30th of April 2024, my lord.
Okay. You may interpret how we died.
atugambirege akacekinga ebizibiti n'ebipapuro ebyabaire bimugaire, then yachora yamakinga sure nti ebipapuro bikaba bikirire police, letter za police na order ezikuruka mu koti ezabaire nizimugamba akole tolereza then yatugamba akusobola kwetegereza oda eza kooti nti zikaba zirinawo estamp kuruga mu Directorate of Forensic Services kandi zirinawo ne namba ya lab. Yatugamba akusobola kwetegereza document erinawo akasitika ka blue. Then yatugamba court order yokubanza ekaba yebiro 10 ku 11 mwaka gwa 2023. Then ekaba erinawo stamp. Then order ikawa nemugamba afune alole byabaire mu footage, then wakumala atuuke reports alebe byabairewo mu maka g'omugenzi Katanga. Kandi yakabiri ekaba dated 2022 ku 11 mwaka gwa 2023. Ene barua ikaba nemuwa obugabe tolereza anamba z'essimu then amale andike report. Then wayabaire amazire kufuna ebizibiti byona byajjawo ne reports ali byayabaire afunire. Then yagamba kusaa kulola report ye buli page akateekawo omukono, then akusaa kulola na reviewers signature kandi buli page inayo seal kuruga mu Department of Cybercrime. Then yatugamba kandike report ebiro 30 mu kwakana mwaka.
Yes, through the interpretation, we want to present this report in a digital form. We have the physical, but we wanted to broadcast it, and we have requested the IT. We have requested the IT people to afford us that service. If we can now broadcast the reports.
My Lord, seeking the indulgence of this court, we intend at this point to raise an objection to this witness continuing to give evidence of that report. My Lord, our objection is founded on express provisions of the law, in particular the Computer Misuse Act, the Evidence Act, the Police Act, and the Constitution. Yes, my movement, the witness continuing. continuing to give evidence on his report. And our objection is founded on the provisions. Yes. Of the Computer Misuse Act. The Police Act. The Evidence Act. I also pray that if the accused person can also much of that. The Evidence Act and the Constitution. My Lord, insofar as it is the evidence of this witness, that he examined phones, computers, computer disks, I think, what you call it. Computers. An iPad, what he called also DVR and NVR, I believe. What he called, my Lord, what he called a DV, black and grey UNV network video recorder. Yes. And a black digital video recorder charger. The submission, my Lord, that the continued receipt of evidence from him on that examination would be illegal. Be illegal, improper, and unconstitutional. My Lord, the effect of our submission is that insofar as the witness is giving evidence on that examination, he should not be allowed to proceed. And the thrust of our submission is based on Section 28 of the Computer Misuse Act. It was formerly Section 28, my Lord, but in the new volumes it's Section 31. Of the Computer Misuse Act, Cap 96 of the laws of Uganda 2023. My Lord, with your indulgence, I will briefly read the provision of Section 31 of the Computer Misuse Act. Section 31, subsection 1. Of the Computer Misuse Act, my Lord, provides that where a magistrate is satisfied by information given by a police officer that there are reasonable grounds for believing that an offense under this act has been or is about to be committed in any premises, and the evidence of such an offense has been or is about to be committed in those premises, the magistrate may issue a warrant authorizing a police officer to enter and search the premises using such reasonable force as is necessary. My Lord, subsection 2 of Section 31 then says that the authorized officer may seize any computer system or take any samples or copies of applications of data, A, that is concerned in or is on reasonable grounds believed to be concerned with the commission or suspected commission of an offense, whether within Uganda or elsewhere. B, that may afford evidence of the commission of a suspected commission of an offense, whether within Uganda or elsewhere. And C, that is intended to be used or is on reasonable grounds believed or intended to be used in the commission of an offense. My Lord, the subsection 3 provides that a computer system referred to in subsection 2 may be seized, or samples or copies of applications or data may be taken by virtue of a search warrant referred to in subsection 3. So, my Lord, there is no such warrant under section 28, as under now section 31, subsection 4, subsection 1 to 3, section 31, subsections 1 to 3 of the Computer Misuse Act. My Lord, the witness in this case has so far identified two documents that he has: Police Form 17As and court orders to him to extract. There is no such warrant. Now, what is also important, my Lord, is that from what he has just told this court, he has, my Lord, from what he has just told this court, every phone and computer system seized were presented to his lab between the 3rd to the 9th of November. The 3rd. We're going to his lab between the 3rd to the 6th of November. 2023. He has told us for the phones and computer systems, he has a Police Form 17A for the 3rd, for the 6th, and for the 9th. Yes. 3rd of November, the 6th of November, and the 9th of November, 2023. And he has two court orders. For the 10th of November and the 21st, on the 22nd of November. On the 22nd of November. 3. Yes, my Lord. So first of all, not only are his orders not such warrants, his orders not such warrants, but his orders were granted after the items had been seized and presented to him in his lap. My Lord, Section 31, subsection 3. Of the Computer Misuse Act is particularly instructive. Well, the section provides that a computer system referred to may be seized, or samples or copies of applications or data may be taken only, my Lord, emphasis, only by virtue of a search warrant. Now, my Lord, we don't know, and we cannot allow evidence when it is unclear to us how these phones were recovered. We can only take evidence about any examination only by virtue of a search warrant. That is section 31.3. My Lord, we do not know, and we cannot, we submit that this court cannot allow evidence when it is unclear who recovered these items, when they were recovered, my Lord, and on what authority they were recovered. My Lord, the witness wants to go into his report without showing us one such certificate. One such warrant. One such certificate. Or one such warrant. Or any document, even by the accused, granting consent. My Lord, the witness has been clear that the court orders were directed at him to extract information. They can therefore not be confused with such warrants. Now, my Lord, it is not even clear from what the witness has said if the court that granted the order was even aware that the items had been illegally seized. What the witness has said is the police what the magistrate narrates that the police first seized the exhibits, gave them to him, then brought orders to extract information from them. Contrary to the mandatory provisions of the Computer Misuse Act. My Lord, there is a law that governs how this witness should interact with the electronic gadgets of citizens of this country. It is not something you do the electronic gadgets of the citizens of this country. My Lord, it is not something that you do willy-nilly. You follow the law. My Lord, going to the provisions of the Police Act. Going to the provisions of the Police Act.
Yeah.
My Lord, a search is governed by Section 27 of the Police Act. My Lord, Section 27, I could have gone to all of it, but my Lord, just for purposes of brevity, allow me to read only subsections 5 and subsection 7. My Lord, Section 27, 1, 2, and 3 deal with searches and the procedure of searches. Subsection 5, my Lord, is that copies of any record made under subsection 1 and 3 shall immediately be sent to the nearest magistrate empowered to take cognizance of the offense and to the owner or occupier of the place searched. So my Lord, once a search warrant has been executed, copies of what has been found must be submitted in a return to a magistrate. No return in this case has been attached. That is Section 27, my Lord, subsection 5. You must give a return to a magistrate and to the owners.
That is after the search.
After you have got the documents. When you're going to take them, you must, in execution of the warrant. The warrant remains a matter for the administration of the court that issues it. So once you conduct a search, you must give a return to the court. In this case, there is no return. My Lord, subsection 7 is also instructive. Notwithstanding the provisions of this section, or the provisions of the Magistrates Court Act relating to the search of premises, no police officer shall search any premises unless he or she is in possession of a search warrant issued under the provisions of the Magistrates Court Act or is carrying a warrant card in such form as shall be prescribed by the Inspector General. Again, my Lord, a search must be accompanied by a search warrant. My Lord, these statutory mandates in the Computer Misuse Act and in the Police Act are not discretionary, advisory, or optional. They are mandatory. My Lord, the legislature was not writing hollow decorative words in the statute books. It was issuing commands that must be obeyed. So, my Lord, the infractions don't, it's not only mandatory, but the infractions, my Lord, don't even stop there. As unforgivable as these infractions are, my Lord, there is a further mischief. Section 31, subsection 8 of the Computer Misuse Act my Lord, provides that a computer system seized or samples or copies of applications or data, or samples or copies of application or data, applications or data taken by the authorized officer shall, emphasis mine, my Lord, shall be returned within 72 hours unless the authorized officer has applied for and obtained an order in an inter-party application for extension of time. To the owner. And my Lord, the police form 17As have clearly identified various separate owners, all of whom, some of whom are A1, A2, A3, A4, and A5. The law is clear. He cannot have their stuff without an extension after 72 hours. Again, my Lord, without an extension after 72 hours. And the extension must be in an application heard inter-party. My Lord, there is no such application. He's been very clear, my Lord. He has police form, he has a letter, police form 17A, and an order which is not a warrant. Now, on top of that, my Lord, the mischief that that section intended to cure is clear, obvious, and apparent. And that's the mischief we are seeing here. And let me come to that, my Lord.
What is the mischief?
My Lord, it's about equality of arms in a criminal proceeding.
Fairness.
And fairness of the trial. The state comes and takes your phone, extracts all the information on your phone, keeps your phone, does not give it to you, then intends to try you. In a proper equality of parties scenario, The state should have everything in your phone, and you should also have everything in your phone. To ensure there is no abuse, Parliament inserted Section 31(8) within the Computer Misuse Act. Take it, image it, and give it back. What we have in this case is take it, image it, and keep it.
For 1 year.
For 1 year, about beyond the 72 hours. That is illegal. And that illegality goes to the root of a fair trial. Now, my Lord, so it is not just an illegality, it is also an illegality that is deeply prejudicial. To the accused person. That is inherently prejudicial to the accused person. In that, while the state has evidence it intends to use against them, they do not have the full extent of that evidence. The full extent of that evidence is disclosed to them. My Lord, Article 28 of the Constitution is extremely instructive. Yes. My Lord, Article 28 of the Constitution provides for the right to a fair hearing. And my Lord, Article 28, my Lord, Article 28, sub-article 3, clause C, provides that every person who is charged with a criminal offense shall be given adequate time and facilities for the preparation of his or her defense. The Constitutional Court, my Lord, has held that the adequate facilities include a complete and comprehensive that the adequate facilities include a complete and comprehensive pre-trial disclosure. A complete and comprehensive pre-trial disclosure. My Lord, that is in the case. A complete pre-trial disclosure.
Complete and comprehensive.
And my Lord, you need pre-trial disclosure.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. My Lord, is
this about disclosure or
my Lord, I'm coming to the disclosure point. But first of all, the Act provides for the disclosure. The Computer Misuse Act. Now, my Lord, see the case of Sun Yon Kong Kim and another versus the Attorney General, the celebrated case. S-O-O-N. Sun, my Lord, S-O-O-N. Yon, Y-E-O-N. Kong, K-O-N-G. Kim. Versus the Attorney General. which my lord was constitutional petition, constitutional reference number 6 of 2007. My lord, I will supply a copy to the court and to my colleagues. My lord, I think it's a very celebrated decision. I need not elaborate. But my lord, just one other authority, and then I move to the next point. Juma versus Republic, which is a 2003, volume 2, East Africa Law Reports, at page 471 of the Court of Appeal of Kenya. And my lord, the case of Juma deals with pretrial disclosure. And my lord, even before I go there, allow me to remind the court that actually what we are asking the prosecution for, we asked the prosecution for it before. My lord, in our letter, no, but I'm pointing out, my lord, that what the prosecution cannot rely on image phones or CCTV recordings that we don't have. My lord, and in our letter, which you copied to this court dated the 13th of June, 2024, at page 6, paragraph 11. We expressly requested the prosecution to provide us with all the footage that they have recovered from a CCTV, from all the CCTV footage they have recovered, and all the data extracted from all telephones and gadgets. Extracted in its raw form, everything. They refused. My lord, we then filed an application in this court. No. But again, they didn't even reply, they simply refused. My lord, we even wrote to them again on the 13th of June 2024. No, my lord, I've referred to. I made 29th. The first letter was 29th of May. 29th of May. We wrote to them again, my lord, on the 13th of June. And we said, where prosecution intends to produce video evidence, we cannot accept a disclosure that does not include the evidence the prosecution seeks to rely on. Where prosecution intends to rely on scientific evidence, none of the science must be hidden from us. Now, my lord, what happens under the laws of this country if a notice to produce evidence is requested and the party declines to produce that evidence? A notice to produce evidence is requested, and the party declines to produce that evidence. Parliament, my lord, provided the answer to that question. What happens, my lord, if a request is made and the prosecution declines? Parliament provided an answer to that question. Under section 163 of the Evidence Act, it provides, my lord, that where a party refuses to produce a document which he or she has had notice to produce, he or she cannot afterwards use that document as evidence without the consent of the other party or the order of a court. Now, my lord, it is our submission that the consent of the other party or the order of the court have not even been sought. My lord, the court granting that order must do so judiciously after receipt of an application, with reasons explaining why the discretion of the court should be employed. That has not happened here. What has happened here, the prosecution has just continued as if we all have their CCTV recordings, as if we all have their phone recordings, when we don't. My lord, the prejudice is beyond apparent. If, for example, there's a request to examine messages between A2 and A3, and A2 and A3 don't have that phone, and the prosecutor brings a witness here who highlights one message and not 20, the prejudice is beyond apparent. So first of all, it is illegal, it is unconstitutional, it is prejudicial. Now, my lord, I had quoted the decision in Juma, which I provided to the court, I believe.
Not yet.
Oh. Is it Juma? Yes. My lord. Yes, my lord, I'm giving him a copy. Much obliged. My lord, as my I have a copy from my learned friends. My lord, the decision in Juma is instructive. The adject at my lord, the decision provides that the requisite hearing requires the court to ensure that every hearing or trial is reasonable, free from suspicion of bias, free from clouds of prejudice. Every step is reasonable, free from suspicion of bias, free from clouds of prejudice. Every step is not obscure. My lord, unfortunately, it's not page numbered. No, page 464 of the East African Law Report. So it's at page, it is the decision in Juma, my lord, at 461, and we're looking at 464. My lord, the decision is that at 465, we must be accorded all the opportunities and means so that the prosecution does not gain an undeserved an unfair advantage over the accused. There can be no more unfair an advantage than the prosecution having 48 hours of a CCTV recording and providing us with a report that highlights less than 10 minutes. My Lord, that is unfair times unfair, and unfair squared. Cubic. My Lord, there are various other points highlighted, but in an open and democratic society of our type, courts cannot give approval to trial by ambush. And in criminal litigation, that courts cannot adopt a practice under which an accused person will be ambushed. Subject to the rights of every person entrenched in the Constitution, and including the presumption of innocence until proved guilty beyond reasonable doubt, the fundamental right to a fair hearing by its nature requires that there be an equality between the contestants in litigation. My Lord, for as long as they have things they shouldn't have, and have extracted from them the way they shouldn't extract, and have refused to disclose what they should disclose, there can be no equality of parties. Now, my Lord, maybe the last authority, and then I start winding up. Brady versus Maryland. My Lord, is an American authority. Brady versus Maryland. Brady is B-R-A-D-Y versus Maryland. Mary, then land, M-A-R-Y-L-A-N-D. My Lord, at page 80, at page 87 of the decision, the United States, the Court of Appeals of Maryland held, my Lord, that the suppression by the prosecution of evidence favorable to an accused person upon requests violates due process where evidence is material. The suppression of evidence. Yes. My Lord, page 87. If it is not, I can provide 87 at the top here, my Lord. My Lord, I can provide this one. And maybe I can get back that one.
Yeah, I think you are very reading.
Oh, okay.
You now always understand. Question.
Yes.
Yes, my
The
Lord.
requisition of evidence.
Yes, my Lord.
Favor an accused upon request. Where is due process?
Where
Where
the
evidence is material, either to guilt or to punishment, irrespective of the good faith or bad faith of the prosecution. It is highlighted.
Yes, my Lord. My Lord, the American court said that the principle is not punishment of society for misdeeds of a prosecutor, but avoidance of an unfair trial to the accused. Society wins not only when the guilty are convicted, but when criminal trials are fair. Our system of the administration of justice suffers when an accused person is treated unfairly. An inscription on the walls of the Department of Justice states the proposition candidly: the United States wins its point whenever justice is done its citizens in courts. A prosecution that withholds evidence on demand of an accused, which is made available, will tend to exculpate him or reduce the penalty, help shape a trial that bears heavily on the defendant. That casts the prosecutor in the role of an architect of a proceeding that does not comport with the standards of justice, even though, as in this present case, his action is not the result of guile, or in the words of the Court of Appeals. My Lord, the principle is clear. At the heart of our criminal justice system is the principle of fairness and equality of arms. In the event evidence is asked of you and you decline to produce it, you can then not rely upon it. My Lord, no prosecutor, however well-meaning, No police officer, however zealous.
They are still living there.
No, my lord, I'm not submitting. That no prosecutor, however well-meaning, no police officer, however zealous, no forensic expert, however qualified. No one has the power, my lord, to operate above the laws of our country. My lord, to allow this witness to give evidence on that report would be nothing short of allowing this court, of allowing into this court the fruit of a poisonous tree. That the principle and the doctrine, the legal doctrine, my lord, of the fruit of the poisonous tree.
Okay, now. Is there no evidence about which you can testify?
I know there is. And he testified in his evidence.
There is some which
There is only one, there is his qualifications. And my lord, for as long as he has evidence from gadgets recovered from the accused persons, he cannot testify
On them.
For as long as he has evidence recovered from videos or telephones, he cannot testify to it because it was recovered illegally and it has been presented to this court in a manner that's not just illegal and unconstitutional, but is highly prejudicial.
Been withheld for what?
So if he has something else, because he has been taking us, my lord, and we were patient, and the reason for our patience, my lord, was that we also thought that maybe there is something that this witness can add to these proceedings. But my lord, our prayer is that he be discharged and he goes and starts conducting lawful functions.
He should. He should.
Because for as long as we don't have it,
He should not have it.
they can't use it. And for as long as it's against the law, they can't use it. So now that the evidence which he could give, my lord, he has given, and we don't intend to cross-examine him on his qualifications.
Everything is
So my lord, in summary, if I can just summarize, the presumption of a fair hearing, the presumption of innocence, and the right to a fair hearing. Are the very mischief, the Computer Misuse Act, yes, are the very mischief, the Computer Misuse Act, the very mischief, are the very mischief, the Computer Misuse Act, the Evidence Act, and the Police Act. Sought to protect against a form of unfairness. Yes, and the mischief, the mischief they sought to protect against a form of unfairness. They sought to stop unfairness. There is no right a prosecution has to trial by ambush.
Okay.
And my lord, finally, which is the law, the last legal point I want to make, my lord, is that these are not just statutory protections. And the right to a fair hearing is not just a constitutional protection. These are not just statutory protections, and the right to a fair hearing is not just a constitutional protection. But my Lord, under Article 44 of the Constitution of Uganda, that right is non-derogable. There is no excuse, there are no exceptions, there is no caveat. As to that right. So my Lord, in the premises, we pray that this witness be discharged, that the report he had intended to tell us about, he goes with it, and that the prosecution calls their next witness. My Lord, we so pray.
This is the first trial I have seen where an advocate violates his own client's right to a speedy hearing with flimsy applications. But that notwithstanding, we will respond. And we are requesting for an adjournment of 2 hours, and then we'll come back with the response.
Yes, good evening. Good afternoon. Tomorrow because of on the issues of with some of the accused. Katanga, that is deceased, and Martha. Yes, that is what we have so far. The case is resuming tomorrow for the defense state to do what? To submissions of the application which has been raised by the defense on the issue, how the police officer, one Kanene Enoka, got search the phones of the accused, Mole Katanga, and what widow, Mole Katanga, so Edison Karuhanga. So we are resuming tomorrow. I thank you. Thank you for watching. We meet.